There's a bunch. What's up, Peachy Pickers? We're back at you again with episode number 3 of our Thrifting to the Beach challenge.
Yeah.
Say hey!
We're well on our way to turning $20 into $2,000 to go on our beach vacation.
When we left off last episode, we had $215 that we needed to spend. And spoiler alert, we spend it all in this video.
We pick up some awesome stuff in this video, so without further ado, we're off to the first store.
My very first find of the day here was this fossil belt. I do not normally even look at the belts, but this was really unique and caught my eye. This belt was only $2.99, so I felt like for that price this would be a pretty decent score. I have this thing listed for $35. I'm not sure if I'll get that, but I felt like I should give it a shot. My next find is over here in the toy section. It's this Speak Out board game. If you've never played this game is an absolute nightmare if you are a person who is self-conscious about your teeth. Nevertheless, I picked this up for $4. It's only going for around $18 online, but for brand new items that are so easy to list, I'll do that all day, every day. This next item is just a personal pickup because I have absolutely no self-control and I'm trying to kind of decorate my office with random weird things that I find at thrift stores. I really expected this deluxe Seinfeld Seen It board game to be worth something. It was brand new and sealed, but online it's only going for less than $20 and they wanted $5 here, so I decided to put that back. Next up, over here on the end cap, I spot this new old stock softball, and when I looked down there were actually several more of these down towards the bottom. They wanted $2 a piece for these. There ended up being a total of 10 of these balls, and I saw similar lots of the exact same ball going for around $65, so I decided to snag all of these up. It's definitely not going to be the most insane ROI, but still worth it for me. This right here is a Kiwi Crate. It's a little monthly toy subscription, and this apparently is the mechanical sweeper. This particular one is worth about $20, and I got this thing for $2, so that's definitely a good flip. But some of these toy subscriptions, especially Love Every is a huge one, their toys, even in used condition, can go for some crazy money, especially if they're discontinued. The next section I check out is the electronics section. They had several brand new items, but a lot of these didn't end up being worth it. I did end up finding this little pony zoomer. This thing ended up being worth around $30 to $35. But like I said in my last video, some of these can go for some really good money. I find this pair of Sperry topsiders. The top of these are wool, so I felt like that was going to be really good. And it turns out those are worth around $35 to $40. I thought this right here was a pair of Jordans, but it turned out not to be. But right beside those up there, I found a pair of Cole Haan 0 Grands. These can be really decent, and I have this particular pair listed for $50. Over in the next store, I find a special pair of Adidas. These are apparently called night joggers. They have the 3M logo on the side. And these look like they're selling consistently for $40. Over here in the boot section, I find this pair of Tony Llamas. I love picking up cowboy boots. These were $9.99. They definitely had some condition issues, but even with those flaws, I'm thinking I'll get around $50 for this pair. A little further down, I spot this pair of men's Brooks. This is the model Ghost 10, and these can be really decent. This pair would probably have gone for around $40, but the heel was just a little bit too worn out for me. And then I'm devastated as I see these Birkenstocks with a completely trashed heel. I seriously considered picking them up even with the issues. I have sold these in the past just completely worn out, but I do sadly decide to leave these behind. Over here in the toy section, I noticed this little toy carousel. This actually ended up being a Christmas decoration by the brand Mr. Christmas. And when I looked this brand up, these items can get crazy in value. If this item would have been in better condition, I saw a listed comp for over $200. I'm hoping though in my condition that I can at least get $50 for this. But either way, you guys remember that brand, Mr. Christmas. And right here is where I spot the Funko Pop Motherlode. These all ended up being Marvel characters, and I didn't have any crazy home runs with these. Most of these ended up being worth between $10 and $15 a piece, but there were a couple of decent ones. Like this Batista holding Baby Groot. This one's worth around $30, and then also this Mantis character. She goes for around $25 herself. But for only 89 cents a pop, no pun intended, I think that's going to be some great profit. Next, I find this little Illustory board game. It was brand new sealed, so I decided to pick that up. It goes for around $20. Then also up on top of that rack was this little Oral Motor game boards. It was also new, and it also goes for around $20. One of my favorite sections is the sporting section. I find this Cascade Lacrosse helmet. Now our other Lacrosse helmet in this challenge has still not sold, so I was kind of on the fence about this one, but it looks like this particular model is going for around $50. So for only $3, I decided to go for it. I was hoping this shaving cream heating system would be as good as our last one, but it wasn't. They had it marked at almost $10. So I go down a little bit and I spot this Pure filter system. It was brand new sealed. This is always a good thing to look out for. This particular box goes for around $30. Over here in the miscellaneous section, I find this Whirlpool refrigerator filter. It actually ended up being a different model that was inside of the box, but even without the box, that model goes for around $20. Right down from that was this Michael Kors leather cleaner. There was 2 bottles of this for $3.09, and it looks like a 2-pack is going for around $20 as well. Next up, on the same aisle a little further down, I find these Cat Hall of Fame ornaments. Apparently these are vintage ornaments, and some of these can go for some decent money. I find a total of 3 of these. I can't find this particular figure, but I have this listed for $20 a piece, and as you can see, I bought each one for $1. Casey is checking out some diapers down here for Princess Peach when I look up and find one of the coolest items of the day. So this was our last second find of the day. This is Lisa Frank. I've never found this before. This stuff can get really, really collectible. This 3-ring binder, nothing special. I just listed it today for $55 and it already has a watcher on it. This was a pair of swim trunks that I didn't get on film. This is by the brand Pelagic. This is the shark skin model. And these shocked me. These are going for around $40. I could tell when I touched them that they were really well made, but I wasn't expecting that. So be on the lookout for that brand.
This right here is a brand new $80 bag. We didn't know it at first, but it has this Medline embroidered on the front of it.
So that's definitely going to hurt the value a little bit, but we still have it listed for $50. So what we didn't realize at the time of recording this was that the GoPro completely messed up at the first store. And we pretty much lost all of that footage.
But we got a lot of amazing stuff at that store, so we didn't really want to exclude it from the challenge.
So we're just going to do a little rapid fire of the things that we got at that store and tell you what they're worth. We got this brand new shower head, and it looks like it's going for around $35.
The name Briar for picking up toy horses is a big bolo. This brand new hairstyling horse is going for around $25 to $30.
We found a total of 45 of these little hashtag building blocks. These are originally from the Target dollar spot, and these were 89 cents at Goodwill a piece. But it looks like on eBay now they're going for $20 for a set of 4. So that's over $200 in gross sales right there out of those.
This Melissa and Doug floor puzzle should go for around $20.
We got a couple of pairs of shoes at that store. First, these New Balance X90s. These should go for around $35. And then this pair of Nike Flex have already sold for $30.
We picked up these brand new dog boots and they look like they're going for around $25. We picked up this little sprinkler system here. Summer's in full blast here, so this item should go very quick. It looks like it's going for around $25.
For the next couple of sales, we kind of went out of our element a little bit. We got this pair of ski boots. This brand, Atomic, is apparently pretty decent. The only ones listed of these are listed for $120 plus shipping. We paid $15 for these, so either way, I think it's going to be a pretty decent flip.
Something that we never really picked up before is golf clubs. We found both of these ping irons, and we picked them up for only $2 a piece, and it looks like they're selling for around $30 a piece.
So all total, we picked up over $1,500 in gross potential at these 3 stores. After taking off some of the cost of our more personal items, we spent just under $200. So even after purchasing all of that stuff, we still had a little left over, and we've already sold that pair of shoes that I told you about. So really, we already have a little bit of capital to go back out and do this again with.
I really think this challenge is fixing to start snowballing really quick.
Alright guys, so don't forget to subscribe to our channel to find out what happens in episode number 4. Hit the like button if you enjoyed this kind of content.
You can click over here to watch some of the content that we've already made.
But until next time, stay peachy.